There's no doubt about it. Red tide is here and it's causing fish kills in our water. I'm Lee County community correspondent Bella Line. I was called by a viewer who lives in the Burnt Store Marina saying that he's seen hundreds of dead fish in a place he's never seen them before. The Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation says red tide has been affecting our waterways for weeks, but it's just now that some areas are starting to see the effects.
We noticed the fish littering.
Steve Larry has spent his winters in the Burnt Store Marina neighborhood for 15 years.
It's strange to see them all accumulate in here.
He emailed me these photos of fish being scooped out of areas where he says he's never seen this many dead fish before.
We take daily walks and we notice samplings of these fish floating in the North Harbor entrance, and thought, well, that was strange.
So I went to go see it for myself. He says hundreds have already been scooped out of the water, but some are still there.
It seemed to increase last Thursday that we walked around the harbor, and the inlet was basically almost white with fish.
So I reached out to SCCF and they told me this red tide event off Sanibel showing very high levels of Carina brevis. And they are even seeing the patches of red tide make their way into the Charlotte Harbor and Pine Island Sound, causing massive fish kills.
2018 was a big red tide, and it was pretty catastrophic. And this one has been that size, but it doesn't mean it's going to have the same ecosystem effects.
Scientist Richard Bertelson says 10,000 cells per liter of this algae can cause a fish kill, but they are seeing more than 1 million cells per liter.
There's no species that's really safe from it.
Bertelson says the good news is it's not growing, but he also says you shouldn't eat any seafood out of this water that filters the water like oysters or clams. In Lee County, I'm Bella Line, Fox 4.